Well, I mean, anytime you give somebody a notice to come before a law for payment, you know, of $200 and something dollars, and then you're asking them to pay that, and then, you know, it's never really coming forward at all. Found some guilt for it. That's really a bill of attainder, really. No, it's not a bill of attainder. What it is, we're offering a plea deal at the statutory minimum fine of $10, or in your case, the minimum fine will be $50. It's a range of punishment from $50 up to $5,000 fine, or up to 10 days in jail. Now, we offer you the statutory minimum. You want to plea out. So in other words, if you want to go and say, sure, if I only pay my ticket. But the range of punishment goes from $50, like I said, up to $5,000, up to 10 days in jail. It is punishment. And so now of your ticket, 50 of it is a fine. The rest is court costs. Is that what I get all this that you're saying, right? I mean, it's on your ticket. Like as far as what's anything about $50 to 10 days in jail. I don't say anything about that. I'll print the statute for you now. Okay, he cited you up to under A. Okay. All right, so your range of punishment is $50 to $300, and imprisonment for not more than 30 days.
How come he didn't send it to us?
I don't know.
No information like that. The document we came back.
Of course, got back before they put it on. Basically, here's your three choices. You can continue, and I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. Don't take what I'm saying to be rude. I'm just trying to tell you how it is, okay? You can continue to think this is going to get transferred, but it's not. And what's going to wind up happening is you're going to get picked up at some point, and you're going to go to jail. And you're going to be in jail until you get the bond out, or, you know, you get arraigned and you're going to stay in jail. What's going to happen is you're eventually going to go in front of a judge after you've been bonded out or you're arraigned. And they're going to say, no, I'm not from this country. I'm not from this country. Well, but whatever. We have a treaty. That's what I said. I obviously read my document. Okay, but I'm not this now. Okay, but my point is that you're going to go in front of a judge. The judge is going to sit there and say, it's a trend. You have jurisdiction. Committed a crime in our jurisdiction. We can hold you accountable. It doesn't matter who you are. Which raises federal questions, of course. You know, and that's the thing, is you can file in the federal courthouse, you can file it here, but independent state ground is the doctrine in which a federal court does not have to rule on a lower state court's opinion if that state court has independent state grounds on which to prosecute you. In your situation, your affiliation with a different country and all that kind of stuff has nothing to do with the offense that matters. And so when we wrote the law that anybody in the state of Oklahoma who operates a motor vehicle within our state boundaries without a valid driver's license is subject to this law, we weren't doing so to discriminate against you. We weren't doing so to discriminate against anybody, because driving is a privilege in the state of Oklahoma. It's not a right.
I understand exactly. Contrary to the Supreme Court rulings, I understand that. What I'm trying to say, though, is that since the fact that it is contrary to Supreme Court rulings, you all have to honor the Supreme Court rulings anyway. Well, I'm not in the court. I'm talking to the guy that's prosecuting.
I know. What I'm asking you is, what Supreme Court says that you don't have to pay your traffic ticket? I'll look it up. I mean, tell me. There is no Supreme Court law that says.
Hold on. Here you go. I mean, normally we go in and we speak to a judge. I've never talked to the prosecutor about things.
Well, and the way that you get in front of a judge in the Tulsa County Courthouse,
well, let's see,
is we can set this for trial.
A claim and exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted to a crime.
What constitutional right do you think you have to drive in the state of Oklahoma?
Pursuit of happiness.
Driving in the state of Oklahoma is a privilege. There actually has been multiple cases in the Supreme Court that goes into define a driver's license as a privilege, not a right.
Okay. Well, rights are secured by the Constitution.
Right. Again, rights are. Privileges are not. That's what I'm saying. You're getting in front of a judge, and the judge is going to tell you your right to drive in the state of Oklahoma. It isn't a right. It is a privilege that the state can grant upon you via a driving license.
No one can turn a liberty into a license, charge a fee there, Murdoch versus.
The only options you have.
No, I wasn't asking. I figured you wasn't going to dismiss it. I figured that it was, you know, that the federal court would have the ultimate say, just in fact that, you know, that I'm making claims under the Constitution that raise the federal question.
Okay. Well, if they don't actually take this case,
The right to travel, the right to mode of conveyance, the right to locomotion are all absolute rights. The police cannot make void in the exercise of rights.
Okay.
The use of the highways for the purpose of travel is not a mere privilege, but a common and fundamental right which the public and natural beings cannot be deprived. The right to park and travel is a part of the liberty of the natural person cannot be deprived without due process of law under the Fifth Amendment.
oh, so you've got due process, but you have to understand, you're here now. This is due process.
You're not a judge.
I'm not a judge, and
You're a
that's what I'm
prosecutor.
saying.
Now, you gave me a scenario. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine this. Let's say I ran into a car and dented it. Now she wants to get some money from me. Okay. Now imagine if when she comes to court, it's me sitting there talking about, yeah, you ready to pay me? That don't make no sense.
No, we can go in front of a judge. That's what I'm saying. You have three choices. You have three choices at this county. You know, technically you have four. We'll say you have four. All right. Your first choice, your fourth choice, really, is that you could do nothing, and then you're going to get arrested.
But I have done something.
No, what I'm saying is you could not plead. You could choose not to plead today, and this warrant will stay on and you will get picked up, you'll get arrested, you'll go to jail, and you'll bond out, and you'll go in front of Judge Hogshead or Judge Hiddle, and they'll set you for trial. But the bottom line, you walk away from here without making a plea, you're going to get arrested. That's choice one. Choice two is you can plead guilty and pay this ticket. Choice three, you can plead no contest and pay this ticket. Choice four is you can plead not guilty, and we'll set a court date, and you'll go in front of a judge. But as of your choices right now, today, those are your only four choices. I'm not calling the federal courthouse to set you up an appointment over there.
No, you wouldn't have to call federal. Okay, well, is there any way I can get your name?
My name is Isaac Shields. I'll write it down for you right now.
Next thing I can get from you? Maybe the position, whatever else.
My position is I'm the traffic ADA.
Traffic ADA.
So basically, if you get a ticket instead of coming to court, you come here.
That's
It's
right.
not a courtroom.
Well, no.
Well, you're in the courthouse.
But this, I mean,
It doesn't tell you to come to a courtroom. It tells you to come to court.
But you,
This
it's
isn't court.
color of law, baby. So basically, you think that it's court. You're not supposed to really know everything we're saying. It's
I
supposed
mean,
to,
So, like I said, those are your four choices. Which of those four choices do you want to exercise?
well, I mean, obviously, you basically just threatened me with going to jail.
I'm not threatening. You have a warrant for your arrest. I'm telling you that's what's going to happen.
But, I mean, if I don't pay you, I'm going down. That's a threat.
You can also plead not guilty, and we can go in front of the judge. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you that's reality. I'm not lifting this warrant.
You're saying if I don't make a plea that you're going through with your warrant, which basically sends gun down.
No. What I'm saying is the warrant's already there. I don't have to do anything.
Oh,
And I'm not going to.
you're
I'm
already-
going to sit back, and I'm going to let it happen.
I understand that, and that's where the violation comes in on the Constitution, is when you all sit back and then let things happen. But that's neither here nor there. Basically, okay. So you said that I could give you $50 right now to get that warrant out?
I didn't say that to you. I said you have to enter a plea. And I said, no, in order for you to enter a plea, you got to plead either guilty, not guilty, no contest. And what we can do is if you plead guilty or no contest, I'll assess you a fine today of $50 plus court costs. You're looking at a total of probably $256.50, but it's going to be a little bit higher to lift the warrant because there's court costs associated with that as well. The fine portion of it, just the fine. The punishment aspect is $50, but there's court costs now, and the more you drag this out, the more the court costs are going to be.
So much money I got to give you today in order to not have.
You can set up a payment plan. You don't have to pay me anything today. You want to do that?
I mean, you guys are basically shaking me down out of my money. I understand that. Obviously, I'm just going to take this next step, what just happened to us, to the next level because this is also another violation of the right. But I'm
If
pretty
you
sure.
feel like I'm doing you wrong, don't do it. Go get yourself a lawyer. Let's go to trial. Let's go in front of the judge. I want you
But
to.
you said the only way I go in front of the judge is to go to jail and then wait for
No,
all
I
the
did not say that. I said I could set you a trial date right now. You plead not guilty, that will lift the warrant. And we go in front of the judge. We go in front of Judge Hall.